All right, I think I'm live. Let's give it a few minutes and see how everything's going on this. Let's see how it's working. Hopefully everything's working good. Oh, I see myself there. It's always funny starting live feeds with this new system to make sure everything's working. Everything looks to be uploading fine, and my audio, I assume, is working, and I'm sure we'll get some folks in here. This has a good connection. Okay. I hope it's not going to be laggy. That's my only thing, but I think it's going to take a few minutes and it's going to kick up. But we'll see here in a second. Get some other folks in here. Let's turn on that. Get that all on. And just give it a few more minutes. Let's check out my phone. See what's going on with that. Let's see. And got some friends there. Do a little search here. See what is all going down. Nothing. Nothing on the old Facebook. Don't really care about that. But it says I'm having a bit rate. Let me move my antenna. Just move some stuff around here. A little better signal. Hopefully that should work. Let me open that door. Should all work. But we will see. I think let's look at that. Stream settings. And I don't know if anyone's in. Got one like, one concurrent viewer. Whoever that is. All right, so I'm just going to get with it because I have to go out to dinner with my wife tonight, which is important. And yeah. So kind of some updates on what's going on with Dockfire Paintball. Concurrent viewers 0, so that stinks. I think it's all my other live feeds were taken down because of firearms related stuff. I don't know, weird funny stuff, but that's okay. I am waiting for some more folks to come on in, see if they sneak on in, and we'll see how that goes. If not, I'm just going to get going on things. If I look over to this direction, it's because I'm looking at my monitor, my other computer monitor, see who's on to kind of watch the stream. And everything seems to be good. Excellent connection now. So I think I think I need to move my antenna around. I have to run an antenna. It's like a remote network. They have like a mesh network type of setup in it. So kind of in a back room. I need to run a hard wire to this room. Make it a lot easier. But all right, well, let's just get going on it. And I have a whopping one participant. So it is Sunday. I totally get it. Not too announced. And then my last live feeds were kind of crappy because, yeah, just had technical issues. But I'm learning how we do it. I don't like doing it on Facebook because, I don't know, I just don't want to give them the business that much. It's a necessity, I guess, to have Facebook for a business aspect. If I didn't have a business, I would probably not be on Facebook that much. It's kind of annoying in a lot of ways. But I want to throw some shout outs out there right now to some companies that I work with here and there. One is Rich from Master Scony Paintball. If you haven't seen Master Scony Paintball, go check his website out. He has a lot of kind of those niche items out there. Like he has those feed necks, and I don't have any. Oh, actually I do have one here. Let me grab it. The feed neck for the Roni feed necks, or now they're the Stony feed necks. Grab one out of here. And I'm going to super source this if I can. Remember how to do it. Super source. Oh yeah. So this is the S1-E feed neck. And these are the ones that tilt your hopper over farther, so it's more than a 90. And so it kind of allows you to use that side feed, but then give you a center feed hopper. He has those, and then he has these bottom lines, just gas through bottom lines. He did a lot of engineering on these to kind of fix, you know, I think these are kind of like the old XVS bottom lines that were out there, but he did some modifications to them. And these are, to me, these are simple gas out the front, which make a nice clean hose path line, and just simple, screw your tank on and you're good to go to play for the whole day as long as you're using that same gun. I mean, you can swap it out anytime you want, but just a nice high flow bottom line, not an on-off, but just an ASA, I guess. And I think they're really reasonably priced right now. So get over to Master S1-E Paintball and check them out. That's what I do. And this is not sponsored by him at all. Rich is a friend of mine. And by the way, look at his YouTube, or not YouTube channel, his eBay channel. Pay attention to it. There's probably some cool stuff coming. So if you don't already like him on the eBay realm, he's like a #1 seller there. He has a really good reputation on that. And go give him a check out and save him. See, other people. Dan from Killshot Customs. And Killshot Customs does the Kraken autococker. And I'm not going to grab all that stuff down right now. But he has the Kraken autococker. And he's coming out with the Maelstrom. And that's another beautiful one. You guys have seen that. Go check out, go YouTube Kraken, go YouTube Maelstrom. Look at some of my previous videos. You'll see that. Go to DockfirePaintball.com and look at the Hogue grips for sale there. Good price, by the way. And you'll see it on the Kraken autococker. All right. And that is his new body style coming out. And there is a surprise coming from Killshot Customs that I'm going to leak. No photos, sorry. I'm just not going to leak the photos. But there's something that's coming that will hopefully be ready for Super Game. Actually, I know it will be ready for Super Game next year because it's coming to me to get anodized. And or some of them are coming to me to get anodized. And so it's a surprise for Super Game Oregon. Bring your wallets, because there may be some pretty cool stuff hanging on the wall for sale there. Some new stuff that you haven't seen yet. All right. And but we'll see how that all kind of goes. Let's see. Another good shout out is to Ryan Jameson from RJ Paintball. He does the tribute bodies. I talked to Ryan today, of all people, and Ryan is he's working on some other projects right now. I can't speak about those because I think those are surprises, but he's got good stuff. You'll probably see it at Super Game Indiana, or not Indiana, Super Game Oregon again. You'll probably see that stuff. And he has some cool stuff coming out from Ryan Jameson Paintball, RJP. I think that's what his new acronym is, or his new name. And or RJ Paintball, yeah, something like that. But he does some really cool stuff. Works a lot with the Merlin style tribute stuff and works and stuff like that. Just some really kind of neat stuff. Just another good machine shop that's into paintball. And so those are some shout outs to some local, small American businesses that make cool stuff out there. And I'm always missing other people, but I try to always get a few different people in each time I do a live feed and stuff like that. But what else is going on? Let's see. So if you guys haven't seen, that now is a Shocktech support page, and kind of want to talk a bit about that. So the Shocktech support page is specifically that. It's kind of like how Planet Eclipse has the Planet Eclipse Tech Hub, and it's going to be run the same. I think they run that very well, where the only people that respond to the issues are people that are vetted techs, and where Planet Eclipse is they're certified techs, and they're a much larger company than Shocktech, obviously. And but it's a place to go find resources for Shocktech products, for their pneumatics, their lower tube kits, all the stuff that's currently made by Shocktech, and then some of the past stuff may be supported if we can actually get some information on it. Because you remember that the company has changed hands. You know, Shocktech was originally a part of Bad Boys Toys, or Bad Boys Toys created Shocktech, and then here after the 2017 return of Shocktech, Rennick Miller sold the ownership of it over to Danny Love, who worked for Rennick back in the day. And Danny and a business partner of his, Mark Van Duren, I think I'm pronouncing his last name right, I always think I screwed up, they now are the current owners of Shocktech, and they are the ones that provide all the cool stuff. So really cool. I think that's pretty neat stuff. And I'm going to see if there's any chat stuff going on. If someone could hit me up with whoever's watching, just to see if the audio works. I'm hoping it is. I think it is. You know, you always kind of wonder. But just type something in the chats for me, and I will try to keep my eyeball on that. So anyway, with that, I created for them is the Shocktech support page, and that, like I said, is for supporting their products and you know, question and answer type of stuff. And the goal of that is to only have techs. And right now, I've been reaching out to the current techs, or the current, as Shocktech calls them, Shocktech preferred builders. If you go to the Shocktech webpage, on the preferred builders page, and it has several preferred builders on there. They haven't updated it in a while, so there may be a few on there that aren't on there. And I think the criteria is you have to be a business with a business license and all that shiny happy stuff. And so the folks on there that I have reached out to, well, actually one I haven't on here. There's a few I haven't, but I'll talk about there. But they are on the page. Angry Autocockers, Jason Antle, Angry Autocockers, Angry Paintball, as a preferred Shocktech builder. Actually, he buys Shocktech blanks and their parts, and then machines his own designs and his own features into them. And he is a preferred builder. And then we have Paintball Tech, Tim Verpo, out of Vacaville area, California. Tim is a well-known tech through all aspects. He's the all-around everything paintball tech. And Tim is a preferred builder or tech. And then he's basically, they all build to or use this for repairs and stuff like that. And I have reached out to Tim, and Tim is a moderator on the forum. And then you have Mechanical Paintball, which is Eric Kilgore. And Eric is out of the Midwest-ish area, I think. I can't remember. I don't. Hey, Mark Davis is on. I was going to name his name here in a second. Hold on. Mark, I have a ton of viewers right now. You. And so, Mark, hey, where is Eric at? Or where is Mech Paintball? Where exactly? He's Midwest, right? Somewhere back there. I don't know. Mark will. He'll say something here. He'll tell me here in a second. Hopefully dig me out of a hole. But, and then you have Mark Davis out of Las Vegas, California, and Mark Davis Hand Engraving. And Mark is a admin, or I think he's, I don't know, Mark, are you an admin or mod? I can't remember. One of the two. I think the admin's just myself and then Mark from Shocktech, because it controls all the back features. And the moderators will, if they field the question, they'll answer it, and that will be the answer. St. Louis, thank you, Mark, out of St. Louis, Missouri. And so, and then let's see, as we go down the thing, there's a few other folks that I haven't contacted. There's Cousins Paintball, and I know they are a current dealer of Shocktech stuff. And then there is Boston Paintball, and it's Anthony T2. Anthony, I think there's two Anthonys there. I know Boston is going through some changes. I don't know exactly what it is, and I need to reach out to them to see if they want to participate in this. Basically asking the folks to participate if they want to or not. But they are also currently a preferred builder. As I try to screw that all up. Yes, didn't I say Las Vegas, Mark? I thought I did. Kind of look at my thing here. Mark Davis, Las Vegas. If you want your gun hand engraved, I'll tell you this. It's not cheap, but it's not terribly expensive. He's very, I think, reasonable for hand engraving, and it's phenomenal work. Go look at Mark Davis Hand Engraving on Facebook. Mark, you have a website if you want to post it up in the chat section so people will see it later. And but go check out his hand engraving stuff. The link to his website is on the support page. When you look under the Preferred Builders tab, you'll be able to see the link to this page too, also on that. But and then finally we see here, I said Cousins Paintball, which I haven't reached out to, and then finally Docfire Paintball. That's me, and I am a Preferred Builder tech-ish type of person, and primarily autocockers. I'll do anything, but I primarily work on autocockers. It's just, I know, I'd like to focus on it. And then it kind of controls the amount of flow that comes into me. Oh, I said California? Oh, did I say California, Nevada? Vegas, California. It's all the same, right? Most of the people from LA anyway that are in Vegas, right, Mark? Yeah. So, yeah, he's actually in a better state than I am. And so, all right, so with that, I went to ICPL, as you can see my shirt here. Actually, let me do this. Beep, bop, bop, take that off. Windy City 2021 ICPL Classic. You guys saw that. And I did some live feeds from there that were kind of, the internet was kind of wonky, so I was kind of testing that out, having fun with that. Saw a lot of great people there, saw a lot of people that I didn't get to go over and talk to, and watched some pretty cool games, and that was a lot of fun. I spent the majority of my time was spent in the Shocktech booth with Mark from Shocktech and Mark Van Duren, and then Danny Love. And Danny played with Team Aftershock. And if you watch the video montage at the beginning of this thing, as waiting for the live feed to come on or whatever, then you would have saw some footage from that and the booth and stuff like that. And actually, it was not necessarily a trip to go and enjoy things. Actually, I had a great time. It was really to do business with Shocktech, and Docfire Paintball and Shocktech have officially have a limited partnership. Is maybe the best way to say it. I'm not a financial partner. We haven't talked down that road, and I don't really know if we will or not. But I'm leaving it open, but I'm not worried about it. It's more of it's a different type of a partnership. I have some stuff that I can do, and they have some stuff that they can do, and we're working together as a team to make that happen. And I have to, hey Charles, I have to throw some thanks out there because when I was starting Docfire Paintball, I was having a kind of a difficult time getting a hold of Shocktech because I thought it was a big company, right? And you're just, getting in the waiting line of stuff. But it was just two people, and Mark Davis reached out to Rennick Miller for me, and I'm very appreciative of Mark doing that and making that connection. Just, basically, hey, this guy's trying to sell your stuff, and it's a legit business and stuff like that. And it's just that Danny and Mark, they're two people that have a real-time job, and then they have Shocktech. And so fielding those type of questions and fielding some stuff like that is a little difficult. So that's kind of where I somewhat step in. We're still trying to figure out exactly how much customer interaction I will have. But I do field a lot of questions for them, and good and bad. It's always challenging. But thank you, Mark, for that. I will always be appreciative of that. And I see Charles Bird is in out of the Canadian Cocker. Yeah, Charles is another great guy. And you guys will probably all be watching this later because I have a total of 2 concurrent viewers, and that's you and Mark. So, But anyway, so I'm going to try not to just talk to you guys, talk to, you know, whoever watches this later. So with that, at the event at ICPL, and hopefully I'm not calling it Super Game, but at ICPL, the NXL event there, watched a lot of stuff, met with Powerhouse regulator folks and sat down and talked to them. And that was always interesting because I did some reviews and really didn't line up with any specific brand. I kind of try to be as open as possible. But you guys know that that I've used Ninja products and I personally like them and I don't have any issues with them. But I maintain my stuff. I have Powerhouse too. I use them and I maintain them and don't have any issues with them. So they're both, you know, quality products made in the USA. But I did talk to Powerhouse. We talked a lot about the dyno stuff. Shane Burns, there's lots of us here. Yeah, I got Shane Burns. Yeah, I have some, I don't know, it only shows 2 concurrent viewers on my side. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, maybe there are more people. I don't know why it only shows 2 on my end. No, anyway, it may be messed up. So talked to the Powerhouse guys. Didn't make it over to the Immortal Air tent. Just didn't make it over there. Was from kind of negotiating stuff with Mark and Danny on some plans. And I'm not going to get too much in that, but as you can see, the Shocktech support page is up, and hopefully we'll get stuff going in there to hopefully curtail some of the wrong information that's going out there. For instance, how do you adjust the velocity on the Shocktech and get everyone all the cocks out there just all wound up, like, oh, you don't do it that way. It's like, well, quite frankly, you do it any way you want, but to really talk as the voice of Shocktech, to say this is how Shocktech recommends it to be done and this is how it's designed to be done, that's the intent. If someone wants to do it a different way, have at it. That's it's kind of like lubrication, right? You know, you can have, you know, Dow 33 to Slick Oleum to whatever brand you want, and who cares? But if you're happy with it, go forth and conquer. And I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't know if I can, Charles. I know that you're still not there, but I know that Shocktech. I'm not going to say anything. Let's just leave it at that. So it's funny. All the people who are on right here are all folks from my Super Game group of folks. Hopefully we'll get Charles there next year. Charles from Canada, you're going to Super Game next year, buddy. If I have to buy your damn ticket. And all right, so with that, what other things? There will be some videos on Shocktech installation of components. I just got done doing all the footage on installing a lower tube kit on. Let me go to this. Hold on. Let's go to Super Source. This guy right here. And I used. The reason I didn't use a Shocktech marker is because I kind of wanted to show installing it on a marker that already doesn't have anything in it, or you're taking stuff out. And I have this STO that at some point will be probably up for sale. Actually, pretty minty STO. Will be Shocktech out. So it'll be Shocktech Ode. Shocktech Ode. Shocktech operated. So the STO, and it's going through installing a lower tube kit on that, and then from there we're going to put the front pneumatics kit on it and setting that up, and then the GF frame, the gunfighter frame on it, and ACP regulator. So basically making it a Shocktech in some way. And the reason, why would you want to upgrade some of these older markers? I think primarily I get customers that send me stuff, and the nickel plating or the chrome plating is just corroded off. It looks like garbage. And then on some of the tickler regulators, trying to find little pin seals are pretty difficult. So and you can't replace them. So they're just not easy to come by. And it's just putting parts on there that are currently being supported, and they know that there's a good customer experience at the end. My dogs are coming in here, so They're all wound up trying to do our clock for some reason. I think because it's getting closer to dinner time for them. But anyway, so there'll be videos on doing installations on that, and those are all in conjunction with working with Danny Love and going by step, how do you do this? How do you install this? So you know how the factory installs it. Now, maybe the sequence of events that you do is a little different than what the factory does, but the idea is to be kind of a factory standard, and then if someone wants to do something differently, they can do that. It's their product. You know, by the time you buy it, it's yours. And so there'll be some pneumatic stuff, and like for instance, you know, the Rams. And I kind of want to bring this up in this because let's throw some tech stuff in here while we're in here right now. So go back to Super Source, and I'm going to try to zoom this in. And I have a Shocktech Ram here, and this one is not all locked together. Let's see what's going on. Is everything? Let's see. Someone just messaged me. Make sure I'm not missing anything. No, it's just you know. Let's take off. This is a clippered swivel barb 10/32. Standard product. You can still buy those today. If it were to break, you can buy it. The barrel unscrews, and what's nice is just like most current, well, I guess there's only really 2 companies or 2.5 companies that are making Rams, so Inception and Shocktech, but it is a very serviceable product, so you can take the barrel off. It has an O-ring down inside here that is it's a 90 durometer. It's the bumper. It's got a number 6, I think 90 right here, and they have switched to the urethane number 10, and they find that the urethane's just a little thicker and it tends to last longer in here. So if you have a current Shocktech and that Shocktech is starting to leak out the 3-way, it's usually an indicator, and you keep pouring higher LPR to it to try to, and it leaks even more, and you think your 3-way, and you change your 3-way O-rings 10 times, 9 times out of 10 it's not that. It's going to be this number 10 right here. Okay, so so they've changed to urethane, and then they've gone away from using Dow 33, and Danny was thinking he was having issues with the Dow 33 flattening O-rings out. It was one of his, he wasn't sure, he wasn't committed to that, but he goes, man, I'm having an issue, and I don't know why it's doing that. And so he went to the urethane, and then he went to using the same stuff that the Dockfire Down and Dirty Cock Ring Lube that you can get online at Docfire Paintball, which, no surprise, buy it from me, it's cheap, or you can get it on Slamazon and give some big multinational corporation your money for the same product, which is slick oleum. Okay, I would prefer that you buy it from me. This little tub will last you the entirety of your paintball career, and probably your kid's paintball career if you use it appropriately. And hold on, come here. Hold on, I got little Angus here. He wanted to get, hey, stop being a turd face. He wanted to get in the footage because I think they're hungry. Angus is his pain in the ass. It's much like his guardian, his wife, or my wife. Anyway, all right, so the other thing is just kind of neat about these fittings. Obviously, it's a 10/32 barb fitting on here. And a lot of people don't realize this, is that the number 6 O-ring that's on the inside, that's the shaft seal, is replaceable. If I can get this off. This is, I'm going to blow your mind. Let me zoom in even more. Oh, I am zoomed in all the way. Let me get this up here. Oh, look at that. It unscrews. And if you look down in there, well, actually, if I can get it to, there it is. There's the O-ring. That O-ring sits, try to get this all to focus. O-ring sits right in the little pocket right there. And then this is Loctite, and they use green Loctite. And yes, it is the FU glue, right? The 680 green Loctite. Now, granted, on that, to get this apart, I basically get a nut that screws onto this, and I take that nut, and I take a hacksaw, and I cut a groove in it so I can put the nut in a set of vice grips and clamp down on the threads, right? Kind of like those vice grips you can get for the ASA threads. And I clamp down on this, and I pour a little heat to this, and I have my wrench on here, and it comes right off. Now, granted, you're going to have to replace the O-ring if you do that. I don't pour a lot of heat to it, just enough you'll feel it break loose. When you reassemble this, you'll want to use Loctite again, because that will help seal it, okay? Don't pour the Loctite in there. You don't need much, just enough to go all the way around the threads, okay? And wipe off the excess, and that's probably too much. You don't want to get Loctite in on the shaft, in on the inside here, because it will Loctite it in place. But it is, you know, fully disassembled around. Now, if you don't want to take that apart, you can still go down with a small pick and pick out the bad O-ring and then stuff one down in there and do it the old school way. Totally doable. But a lot of people don't realize that you can take that apart. But that's the tech tip for the day. Ship brick. Oh, did I call him ship brick? Oh, what was that? Let's see. Shipwreck. Charles, who's the shipwreck? This is for 18 and older, right? Shane missed Mark in Indiana. Let's see. Yeah, we did. We did miss Mark in Indiana. But Mark is... Oh, so I can... Let's see, I can show this. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. It's funny because in here I can bring that up. Oh yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he is shipwreck. He is a funny little dog. I probably shouldn't use bad language on here. I should really be careful. That's the other thing. I don't really want to use bad language if I'm not bad language, just, you know, 4-letter language, or I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so well, let's put that there. These are some of the things we're going to go over on this, and then obviously you know that the Shocktech rams are about an 1/8 inch longer throw, stuff like that. So anyway, so those are the videos we're going to have, and then I'm going to I'll have some addendum videos, some tricks of the trade that I may do. Hey, yeah, there's some at the front door. Let me close the door real quick. There we go. Don't need the ship bricks or the shite bricks to be making all that noise. I'll probably come and scratch on the door here in a second. Let's see what else is out there. I'm trying to kind of keep this short. Let's see. Yeah, he is. He is my buddy. He comes out in the shop. He's the reason why I don't have to sweep up the floor in the shop, because he is the used O-ring eater. And then the next day I see O-rings in what comes out of them. I think it keeps them, you know, the system moving. They're small O-rings. They're like number 6s, you know, all the stuff that falls on the floor. So anyway, Shocktech rams, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pneumatics kit. We're going to, if I recall, and I have to go look at Shocktech's YouTube channel, and I think these will all be forwarded on the Shocktech YouTube channel also. They have, like Danny Love did the Gunfighter, I think 1.0 frame install, which is different than the 1.5 on your lug height. And it's so we're hopefully going to clean a lot of that stuff up, so people that have a 1.0 comparative to a 1.5 will know that there is a difference on it, on how to set them up. And then there's going to be manuals. We're working on a Shocktech manual that comes along with the SFL. So when you order one, you'll have either access to a manual, which is just the basic stuff that you would normally see, and information on how to maintain it, set it up, and basically be a happy end user. That's the whole goal. So you're not questioning things, and then sometimes getting either really 9 times out of 10 poor advice from the field. You know, everyone's a Shocktech out there, right? Every 20-year-old's a Shocktech. So Charles is like, yep, I agree with you, Charles. I love them too. I think they're a very good RAM. Very classic look. I think the other rams out there are good. I like Simon's rams. I like the first gen of the Empire rams. I thought they were a good ram. But what else is, who else is? Palmer's is, you can get rams from Palmer's still. I haven't bought one of the new ones in a while. I used to have the old non-serviceable ones. Really liked them. They were good rams. And then Free Flow has the SMC ram that is modified, but another non-serviceable ram, but still a good ram. They do function as intended, so nothing wrong with them. And I'm trying to think. Okay, let's go through my list of things. We talked about the website and the Facebook Shocktech group, and then obviously doing the manuals and some of the videos. So stay tuned to that. And I know I'm missing something here. Oh, I am missing something. Let me grab these real quick. There's a couple things. Now this is a plug for Docfire Paintball, and I'm doing some sample stuff. So let's go back to this, and in here, let's grab a few of these out. Besides, so we have the Shocktech stickers, and so these are, get an idea kind of on size. There's a pin about the length of the pin. They're about 3 inches long and a half or 3/4 of an inch tall. So you guys get an idea. Let me put it in my hand on size. There you go. I have a rather large hand. Or how about this? That gets you an idea on size. Good fit. This is good size for your hopper. And so with this, if you go and you order them off DockfirePaintball.com and you look at not the comments, the description on this, there's a link to a Google map page that's a public page. And it's kind of funny. I think, you know, I kind of grew up in the area. I grew up in the Sierra Nevadas. Still live in Sierra Nevadas in California. Hopefully not for long. But I grew up skiing, snowboarding, or skiing actually, and then into snowboarding. But right at the chairlift, there was always some on the poles for the chairlift. There was always stickers like, you know, Rosenau K2, you know, the local rock station, which was KZAP back in the day, 98.5. For people in the Sacramento region area would remember that, 98 Rock. And there was always stickers on there, and I always thought that was kind of funny, right? And just in an odd spot. So with these, if you get these and you stick them on something, take a photo of it, pin it up on that map, and let's see how many we can get up there. I think it'd be kind of cool to see where we can stick Shocktech all over the place. Do it in legal spots. You know, I can't tell you to do this illegally, but they are just a vinyl sticker, so they peel off. They're not going to damage anything. But Shocktech stickers are available. Addition, I don't have my stock in, and I know that a couple people here have ordered some stuff, but I know that Shane has, and a bit of some other folks. But I have Dockfire Hoodies on the back with the gunfighter. The gunfighter skull, got 2 guns on the back, and then Dockfire t-shirts are out there, and then I have some Shocktech ball caps, and kind of, I call them the casual caps, the fisherman hats or whatever, or Scooby-Doo hats, and then let's see. Well, hold on. I know what I can do. How do I do this? How do I do this? Let me figure this out. Let's look at it. Docfire Paintball. I could probably figure this out. Docfire Paintball. Oh, I hit the enter here. Let's go there. Let's just go to my web store right now under Dockfire Apparel. All right, so I'm going to make this. Okay, I know how I can do it. I can do it this way. No, I can't do it that way. I'm trying to think what the best way to do this is. Let me see if I can do this way. I gotta turn this over. I need to get a mouse pad that works. Ah, there we go. Let's see if this can go. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay. That is not gonna work. So anyway, go to Docfire Paintball. Click on another tab on your thing, and you'll see Docfire Apparel. That's where you get the stickers also. And in there, so I have the Dockfire Hoodies, and they start at $36.50 for most standard size. And if you get to the big boy stuff, you get a little expensive. I wish I had some samples. My stuff's probably coming in tomorrow, I think. Or I could go check see if the dog's barking. Maybe that was the guy dropping off my stuff. I could go check. I have snapback embroidered Shocktech, so it has the Shocktech logo on the front of the ball cap. The floppy, what do they call them? The bucket hats, and then I have visors. They're all embroidered. And then Flex Fit. I'm a big Flex Fit. I'm of the Flex Fit generation. I just think they're nice, and they're darker colors, so they're good for reversing on the back and wearing your baseball cap backwards, and that's what I grew up. I like headbands, but I'm not a super big headband guy. I'm more of a baseball. I play with a reverse baseball cap, and I'm sure others here do the same. Let's see here. Tell me what you guys do. Put down, what do you guys play with? Do you play with your baseball caps, hoodies? I hate sock hats, by the way. I'm not you can ask Mark Davis about my sock hat, how much I hate sock hats. I'm not a big sock hat guy. And maybe because I don't like the big, long, stupid-looking sock hats. And, I don't know. I'm not an elf running around on the paintball field. I didn't wear sock hats when I skied. Because, I don't know, I'm a man. That's why. But anyway, write down what you like. What headwear do you wear outside of a mask, obviously? Are you a two bandana type of thing, or headband thing, or are you a baseball cap, or nothing? Yeah. And then additionally, what do you guys think as apparel wise should I carry? Charles likes, yeah. So I do have the Dockfire headbands on there, and they are made by Halo, a USA-made company, which is huge. There are a lot of headbands being made in the U.S. by small vendors out there. I say support them and buy them. Steve A. is skull cap, bandanas, and self's head. I don't know what those are. Sleece headband? Is that a brand? I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not a headband. I mean, I do the Halo ones because I have friends that are into riding bicycle, mountain bike, stuff like that, and I saw these headbands they're wearing, and they go, oh, they're great. They're super thin. They fit underneath your helmet, which is what I don't like about a headband. It's like pushes the face mask away from my head. And, sweatbands and headband. Okay, gotcha there. Oh no, that's Shane B. There's Steve A. Okay. And I just didn't like it, but they said it's really thin, and it's a wicking material, and then it has this rubber gutter, and I don't have any sitting right here, do I? No, I put them away. Yeah, there's, oh, wait. Oh, no, I got one right here. Hold on a second. Let me grab this. This is an exclusive. This is a Mark Davis MK5 headbands. There was only, what, a few of these made, Mark? Well, these are the Halo ones, right? Halo company right here. And made in the USA. Should say made in the USA here somewhere. Yep. Made in the USA, right there. And they're made in like San Diego. But what they have on the inside is they have this rubber piece. I can get this over here. Let's get, there we go. And this acts as a gutter, right? And when you sweat comes down, this absorbs the sweat, but as this saturates, because they all will saturate, right? It channels the sweat, and you'll feel it drip behind your ears, and it's really nice. So if you are a headband person, and you want something that where you're running 2 headbands, and a lot of guys will run 2 of those thick headbands, tampons on the forehead, I call it, and you know, have at it. That's your present. That's your preference. But this is nice because it keeps it thin, and it wicks that stuff away, but then guides it away with that gutter, okay? And has it drip behind your ears. It's weird, you'll feel it drip behind your ears. So everyone that I've sold them actually really like them. So, and they do look small. People go, well, how long are the tails? Well, they're designed to be stretchy and tight, and you just leave them there. They don't give you a headache. You know, they're nice. So let's see. Okay, see, it's a brand. It's now, where are they made there, Steve? Are they a U.S. product? Are we supporting our folks back here? I hear my dog scratching at the door. I gotta look at the time here. I'm gonna try to wrap this up pretty quick. But anyway, I tend to, my motto for my website, DockfirePaintball.com, is I try to, if it's available in the U.S. and it's a quality product, that's what I'm going to carry. There are some certain things that just aren't. Like, for instance, let me go back to here, and let me zoom out to this. I have this this is a giant silicon tech mat. These are giant ones. And I'm not carrying these. You can get these on Amazon. I'm not going to carry them on my site. Amazon carries them. I hear the dogs going nuts again. And they're just nice because they have a nice shelf on it, and you can fold them up. They're thin. They're not anything that's really thick. You could probably rip it. But these are actually for dog food. You know, so you put these down for your water bowls and stuff like that, and your dogs can slop around on, and you can. And so I get them on Amazon. They're usually pretty cheap, and they're nice on all things. They're actually pretty nice. And they're just a nice place to take some, and they're large enough that you can work out. And then I had the Dockfire tech mats that I had there for the longest time, that and I do still have some left. I don't know how much I'm going to carry them, because now you can get them on all over the place. But yeah, they're actually kind of nice. So but I try to buy stuff in the US if I can, stuff like that. Now I'm gonna wrap things up here if I can. Let's just make sure I got everything on my notes here. My shout outs, I think I did a good job on that. Oh, it's based in Florida. Thanks, Steve. Okay, so I'm going to need to reach out to this company. So Sleefs, based out of South Florida. So hopefully they're being manufactured in the U.S. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome stuff. But with that, I'm trying to think, what else was there? I'm trying to remember. There's other things I'm going to talk about. Let's see. So Shocktech and Docfire Paintball, we are a limited partnership. And so, or like you call me Shocktech West, I guess. But if you have a hard time getting a hold of Shocktech, get a hold of Docfire Paintball, and I have a good avenue of talking to those folks. Remember, they do have full-time jobs, and so on the evenings and weekends, they're doing Shocktech stuff. And then they have families, right? So that's, you know, just like everyone. So it's not a 24/7 job, and so they need a little bit of help on some PR stuff out there. Oh, one other thing is, it was brought to my attention that and I didn't realize. I thought they were just out of stock, but Shocktech is no longer selling just the throughway O-rings in bulk. And it was brought to my attention that they're only offering them in the 3-way shaft. And if I go over to here, and I'm going to actually read off this site, Shocktech Shocktech USA. USA. It's oh, what a no, shock the. Hold on. Okay. Tech H. Tech USA. Let's see if this works. Shock. Oh, there we go. That'll give me there. So let's go to here and let's go to. I think it's going to be under pneumatics. And I scroll to the bottom, and it says Bomb O-rings. And they were normally $5, and you got 3 of them, right? Those little red proprietary O-rings. It says, note, we no longer just sell the Bomb O-rings. We sell them on a shaft. So you get them on a 3-way shaft. And that's why I had this out here. I wanted to talk about that because it is important. And yeah, this is one of the new shafts. And we are going to look at this. So you get them on a new shaft. So that's how they come, okay? And they said the tolerances are so extremely critical with dealing with different batches of bomb shafts and bomb O-rings over the 20 years has caused too many issues. Therefore, we've lowered the price of the bomb shaft, so this assembly right here, okay? And we've pre-installed the O-rings for you to go in a direction to increase the customer satisfaction. So they want to make sure that you're happy, right? And so that's what they did. Now, to get 3 little rubber O-rings before was $5, which I thought, quite frankly, was expensive. And to get the shaft, you have to go into their bomb, look at their bomb individual parts, and then have a little drop down. And the shaft with O-rings is, what was it, $6.99. So it's $1 more. So basically, either you're spending $5 on this piece of metal and $1.99 for the rubber, or you can look at the other way around. So they are, and when you get the new shaft, it's even a benefit. If you look at the end here, if I can get that to focus, see the end? It's broached on the end. So the Allen key that you use to loosen the set screw on your adjustment collar, right? That, and what size is it? I think it's a 1/16 of an inch, right? That Allen key, let's just check to make sure. Let me just pull one off because I have one right here, right? Might as well just take it off and give it a try. I think it's a 16th, or is it this? No, it's a 16th. Let me pull it off. This Allen key. So you loosen the little set screw, right? And then you take the same Allen key and you can then put it in the end and you can adjust it, your shaft. So it's one Allen key and you're good to go. So quite frankly, if you were to carry a set of Allen keys for your Shocktech for adjustment in the field if needed, the 16th, obviously, an 1/8 inch for your regulator, and then what is it? I think it's the, hold on, it's the 3/64ths if you need to get to your IBG and crank on it. But those are essentially really the 1/8 inch and the 16th would probably be the only ones that you would really ever need, and really just the 1/8 inch. So, yeah. But that is that. Oh, see, Charles. Oh, hold on. Charles says something. Hold on. Let me scroll over here. Charles says, "Hey, and sorry this is cut off an end because it gets long." He says, "Also, those new shafts are adjustable from the front." Oh yeah, okay. You get more features. Yes, you do. And so, yes, it is a feature that other companies have done, but it is, I think, it's very nice. And if you're a builder and you're building it, makes it a little easier for adjusting and getting everything set up if you're doing some custom work. But with that, so bomb shafts are no longer available. Okay, or not bomb shafts, the bomb O-rings. So they're selling it that way now. In a pinch, if you're in the field and you have an O-ring go bad and right, and you don't have an extra shaft, I'd recommend getting a couple shafts, just keeping it in your kit. You can use a 003, okay? And what I would have in your kit is a little bit of 800 grit sandpaper, like wet dry stuff. put a 003 or 3 003s on there, and then make a little tube out of that 800 grit and just run that shaft in there. Just kind of pre-wear take that mold edge off of those O-rings, and kind of, you can sand it and slip it in there, and you're sanding the O-ring, not any of the metal stuff, right? And that just kind of pre-wears the O-ring, and you can size it real quick to get yourself back and up and running on the field rather quickly. And it's very little. I mean, it's only a couple passes with the sandpaper, and then wiping it off and putting some lube on it and getting to go. And quite frankly, even if it's a little tight, you're not going to notice the difference unless you're running super, super loose or soft springs. So anyway, that is that. And with that, I'm right about an hour. And I'm probably going to cut it off, guys. It was great talk. So if you're getting in here late, go back and here in a little bit, you'll be able to watch the whole thing again. And it's about an hour long. You can skip through other things. But I talk about new products. There's some shout out to some companies out there that I do business with. And there's a little bit of tech stuff in here. And let me know what you guys want to see on the next live video. I have to be really careful on what I do on live videos and what I show, right? So if it has something that looks like something that starts with an F, then I get the old FU on that by YouTube. Or by some disgruntled YouTuber that has a small mind and a small little ding dong probably. And they cancel me because they don't like it. I don't know, but it's most likely the algorithm is getting me. But with that, like and subscribe my YouTube channel. That's how you'll know there's more stuff coming out. And go check out Docfire Paintball. And go check out all those other companies like Master Scony, Mark Davis Hand Engraving, Killshot Customs, Ryan Jameson, Angry Antle, Paintball Tech, Mech Paintball, Cousins Paintball, and Boston Paintball T2. And all those other companies that support, Inception Designs, a lot of other Cocker stuff, and Free Flow, right? I am not gonna bag on any of those companies. All provide neat stuff. So anyway, with that, I'm out. You guys have a great